Okay, here is a episode. I guess I'm gonna call this one Call to Help. I want to give a status update, and hopefully someone watching these maybe has some resources that I'm not thinking of. So the swap status as of now is kind of stalled and delayed. As you can see, I have a TCM here, and I have one plugged in. The one plugged in is the HP Tuners Unlocked one, and this is a brand new one. I have reprogrammed them multiple times with the ton number that is on the transmission case. Those that don't know, when you program to the ton number, that's supposed to download the solenoid data to put in the solenoid pressures that are kind of specific to the truck, or specific to the transmission, I should say, and that should download that to the TCM. So I'm going to kind of show what problem I'm having right now, and hopefully somebody kind of has some ideas, and I'm going to kind of go through a bunch of the stuff that I've tried. Okay, so let's go ahead and, whoop, I don't have the battery on there all the way. Okay, I had to mess with the battery, but we got that, so we'll go ahead and start it. So hopefully you can hear me with this exhaust, but putting the phone close to my voice here, but as you can see, let's get it to, still working on some tuning, so I gotta let it warm up a little before we can get her to kind of move, and I can show you what this thing's doing. Probably should have heated this up a little bit before I went into this video, but so basically a quick update is this thing will not move in drive or reverse. It's almost like it's not sending the signal from the TCM to the ECM to basically open the throttle body and go. So I have programmed the transmission multiple times using, the dealer MDI. So I have a dealer MDI here. I have a subscription, so downloading the data to the TCM. I bought a brand new TCM thinking that maybe the used one that I had unlocked was the issue, but I'm still having the issue, so I'm thinking at this point it may not be the TCM, but I'm kind of asking for help. If someone's got some ideas of some things to try. So far what I've tried is I've bought a new TCM, I've programmed that, I've programmed the HP Tuners one multiple times just in case the hold on. Okay, let's kind of show what it's doing. So as you can see right now, I am in drive. So we are in drive. I am hitting the gas and we have nothing. It'll roll forward. You can see we're rolling forward right now. See, we're in reverse now. I'm rolling backwards. But as you can see, I hit the gas, and that time it bogged out. yeah, that's the problem that we're dealing with. So right now I'm in drive. I've got the pedal to the floor. I've got nothing at all. And as you can see, if we're in neutral, so I'm in neutral now. I can rev all day long, and it's sending the signal to the throttle body. And then now we're in park. Nothing there. I get, works perfectly fine, but as soon as we're in drive, there we are in drive, hitting the gas, I've got nothing. All right, I'll go ahead and turn this off. But yeah, so I have the problem there. So hopefully somebody sees this and maybe has some ideas, maybe knows someplace I can post about this problem. I've posted it in multiple message boards, HP Tuner message boards, all the data. I don't have the HP Tuners hooked up right now, but I've pulled multiple logs, and you could just see everything seems to be working properly as far as HP Tuners is concerned. I have no transmission codes. I do have a check engine light, but that's because of the way we're tuning it currently. None of the codes that is being thrown for that has anything to do with the TCM. And my tuners looked that over, and he said none of those codes should be causing this problem, and he's never seen this problem before, so he's kind of at a loss. So I'm going to put this video out, and hopefully somebody sees this that has had this issue. I found a few message boards posts where people have had the same issue, but no one ever came back and updated it to say what they did to resolve it. So I'm kind of at a loss here. That's kind of the status of the project at the moment. Once I get that figured out, I can start driving this thing and get this thing, get the tuning kind of finalized, and then get this thing back on the road and get some videos of this thing ripping around. But until I figure that out, we're kind of dead in the water at the moment. I've emailed Current, who did the harness. I haven't really heard anything back from them. I sent them a log last week, kind of showing in HP Tuners what it's doing, what the transmission's doing, seeing if they have any ideas. The last kind of couple things to try is, start checking the harness. I really would hate to do that. It's a lot of wires to kind of go through to make sure everything is wired properly, but that's kind of my last resort at the moment. I'm hoping that there's something else someone knows about that I can try. I mean, I'm up for trying pretty much anything, but I think the next thing that I'm going to do, unless I see something pop up in the comments or somebody sends me a message or something, is there may be a chance, and I'm really hoping this is it, but there may be a chance that the 8L90 in here possibly may have had some work done. It was in a vehicle with 18,000 miles, so I mean, what happened during those 18,000 miles, I'm totally not sure of. I do know the powertrain came out of a wrecked vehicle. So it was 18,000 miles, and then the vehicle was wrecked. As far as I know, it ran. So I'm doubtful that there's a internal issue with the transmission. But it is the 8L90, so there may have been an issue with the shutter problem, and maybe they replaced the valve body. That's kind of my hope right now. So I really hate to do it because I just put all fresh fluid in this thing, but I may drop the fluid in the pan and pull the valve body number, because that can be programmed into the TCM. So maybe the ton number is not pulling up the proper solenoid data because the valve body's been replaced. So that's going to kind of be my next step. Hopefully that is it. I won't really know until I dump the fluid, pull the number, put new fluid back in, put it all back together, and then I'll have to program it with that number and see if anything changes. So, like I said, this is a call for help. If anybody's got any ideas, please feel free to throw them in the comment section. I think I've pretty much covered the things that I've tried so far. If anybody suggests something that I did try and not mention, I'll post that in the comments below. Well, hopefully the next one will be this thing running, and hopefully somebody post up some things to try. If anybody post up, thanks. Hopefully we can get this thing on the road and get some ripping around videos. I'll catch you guys on the next one.